Hello guys, I forgot to, hold on, oh okay, the Wi-Fi connected. I'm eating my spoiled cantaloupe for $1.99. Actually, this is the $2.65 one. My pants, my seat, and the floor ate the rest of it. It fell from up there. I'm gonna have to go potty soon, so I have to go inside the library and go poopy. Britney Spears' wife. Britney. I gotta go poopy. I'm gonna have to go in real soon. Chris Josh, they can't believe you got through this. I'm still not through it. I've had this in my car for 2 days. And it started to spoil. But it wasn't very ripe. Towards here, it's still unripe. But this part, to like the middle, is ripe. So I think I'm going to cut the other half up. I don't want to cut myself. It's still 19-year-old shot in the face in Deltona, Florida. Oh my God. People, haven't you realized that we're not living life? We're living death. We're playing out death. Now I have to cut this other cantaloupe. The other half and cut it up and put it in a bowl. When I get ice later for my watermelon and cantaloupe, that's what I'm going to eat tomorrow and Monday. Well, along with my broccoli and potato. And today I might have my avocado. I bought 2 more avocados, which I need to eat. The other one I need to eat too, but it's still unripe. It might be right now. But my face would have almost been clear. Except for that one. That was the blackhead, the deep blackhead that I had for years, for a long time, since I was younger. But I could never go to a dermatologist, and it never came to a head because it was deep set. And every now and then I would try to get it. But all I would do is tear the skin. Would aggravate the skin and make it soft. And it would all be like raw. Like that one was. But it wasn't as bad because I had the pimple popper set, the scaler, the blade, I forgot, the incisors or whatever you call it, which I still have, but I gotta sterilize them with bleach and, or not bleach, but Dawn, probably with rubbing alcohol. I have to let them sit for probably 5 to 10 minutes. The sunshine went, it's sunny, partially cloudy, but I gotta get my business done before it rains. I went live for something, but I can't remember. gotta go to the bathroom. This is still like kind of not ripe, but it is in the middle. This is still kind of. But I gotta go. I'm sweating bricks. Look. And I got my windows open. It's 100 degrees out. 100 degrees. And my car is probably 120. Because I can't open my driver's side window to let the air flow through. I'm down to 4 rolls of toilet paper. So now I gotta spend $12 on more toilet paper for another 3 months. I gotta change my pants. Unless I just wait till later. But they poisoned my black mask. Because when I wore it, or it was my pink one. It was either my pink one or my black one. But when I put this on, it's right in the line of the mask. So, they're trying to make me get rid of them. I'll only have these. But these are from 7-Eleven. They're good, but they're not as good as these. These were from Walmart. So, I've had the black one and pink one for 5 years. Since the pandemic. Well, the pandemic started in 2019. The end of 2019. Or, yeah. Yeah. Because I got sick around October, November when I kept getting poisoned. From Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, Burger King, I stopped eating Taco Bell a long time ago because I got poisoned by them. So I stopped eating from there. I knew I was going to get poisoned from the other ones, but at that time I didn't have a vehicle. I couldn't buy my own food and make my own food, but I did little by little. But they were trying to kill me. And they're still trying to kill me. See? This is proof. The 2 other teeth that are proof that I don't have. That one's missing. Because I had to have them pulled. Because back in 2015, I had nothing but like, I think $1, a little more than $1 or something. And I had to go to CVS and buy the Atomic Fireballs for 78 cents. They were on sale. And that was a setup from the devil, aka God. Because he knew I had fillings. And he knew that my teeth would be weak, or the fillings would be weak after 40 years. Because I got these when I was 9 years old. I still have 2 fillings. And up here. And what happened was, chomping on the fireballs, the Atomic Fireballs, broke part of my tooth. Both of them. So, for a while I went without part of my tooth. Because it pulled it out. It broke it. Like, it didn't pull it out, but it broke from the root. Actually, not the root. The part that still had, it still hurt me after almost a year of it falling out. Because the nerve was still in there. with the other part of the tooth. So I didn't get them pulled until 2017. And I didn't want to get them pulled. But because they broke in half, like this tooth, it broke in half all the way, like this one doesn't hurt. Which I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't hurt. I don't know why. I'm assuming because the nerve might still be in there. I don't know. I don't know if the front teeth have nerves. I don't know. And if it does, it's inside my gum, because the tooth didn't break off from my gum. From the inside. It broke. It didn't even break. It disintegrated. It disintegrated. Just like this one is from up here. From the gum line. I gotta pick up my mess down there and I gotta wipe my seat. What time is it? I like Central Florida because the gyms are open till 9 on the weekends. Till 9. But down here they're only open till 7. There's a couple that are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. But those are only in areas that are needed because of the homeless population that live out of their vehicles and that are homeless and they need to shower. But the reason why the gyms closed and stopped from being open 24/7 was because you turned them into a club. Just turned them into a club. Hey, Jess. You turn them into a club and everybody was hanging out, smoking and drinking and drugging and sexing and partying and bothering me when I was homeless. So you know what? It got the gym closed. And then they eventually opened back up, but only part of the week, for 5 days of the week. And then the weekends they're open, but only partly. But the one that I'm talking about was in Coral Springs. Now, they're open 7 days a week. And that's the one that I'm talking about. They got an arcade down there. And all these young people hang out down there. And it's like a bar. They may not serve alcohol, and they might. But the thing is, it allows kids to be in places they shouldn't be. That's what I was going to talk about. I forgot. I remembered now. Okay, you see, people, I'm going to break off from that because I kind of got my point across already. But I got to go to the bathroom soon, so I want to get this out while it's fresh in my mind again before I forget. The goal of the Bible is to teach us how to live according to the truth and way to life. But what is going on is we are following the Bible. We're not supposed to be following other people in the Bible. We're supposed to be following Jesus Christ, which is why the Bible was written. It was meant to teach us what to do and what not to do, Who, what, where, when, why, and how. But you're not learning. You're following the wrong examples. The wrong example. The warfare. The wrong authority. The wrong power. The wrong control. The wrong... What did I say? You're following the wrong authority, control, and power of money. And that does not equal life, as we are seeing, as it's playing out before us. Okay? Because you're going to have to keep on using other people and killing other people in order to make money. To make more videos. That's not the way to go. We're using a lot of these things that are being made up, but we're using them wrong. We're using them in the wrong manner, in the wrong way, for the wrong reasons. Because people are lazy. They're lustful. They're seeking pleasure. They're seeking temptation. They're falling into temptation, sin, desire, fun, pleasure. That's not life. Do you see the word life in any of those? Are you seeing people living life while they're following those ways? They're following that way of life? See, those are ways of life, but the ways in which that they think they're following in life isn't going to get them life, isn't going to give them life, except in hell. And that's not life, that's hell. That's experiencing pain and suffering and loss. That's why the Bible speaks of long suffering. And then by the time we go through all that long suffering, we're dying on our deathbed. Oh, dear God, why did I do that? Why did I live so stupidly, foolishly, and ignorant? Why didn't I listen? Why didn't I do my homework and research and study before I began to embark on the journey of my life? And then at that point, it's too late. As well as for your family, because now you're leading by example, but by the wrong example. Now they are following, and they're going to tumble and stumble all over themselves, just like you did, and just like they're going to, and just like others are going to, because we're all following the same wrong examples. How do we get back to life? Back to reality, back to life, back to the here and now. I can't remember the rest of the words. That used to be one of my favorite songs. I mean, they were all my favorite because they helped me to not get through life, but to think life through. But my daddy and my mommy don't have any brains. They've got shit for brains. And it showed by the way in which they stole, killed, and destroyed my life. It showed that they only had shit for brains. Or nothing up there. Just empty space. And no, they are not living rent-free in my head because I don't think about them. But they are thinking about me in ways on how to destroy me so that I don't get to live, so that they get to live out their lives in sin at the cost and consequence of my life. And now they've taken my son with them and taken him from me, so you can all go fuck yourselves. I hope you all lose your kids, your homes, your dogs, your cats, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your health, your jobs, your cars, your homes. Toodles!